this video. I know that a lot of you guys are kind of tired of my tutorials and you want more haul videos and review videos. And I totally see where you guys are coming from this, from your requests. But at the same time, I get more requests wondering a really good like summer face eye quick routine, and I think that this is a really important video to make. So I'm sorry if you don't like my tutorial videos. You can always X out of the video and maybe go through some of my other videos if you want to see reviews of products. But just know that I'm going to be doing a little bit of both on this channel. It's summertime and I have a lot of time and I just want to please everyone. And although that's not going to happen all the time, I'm going to try really hard to try and make it happen. So for this video, I'm going to be showing you a super quick but pretty summer eyeshadow look. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I work over the summer. In fact, I work at a place where you need to be very professional because I do volunteer work at a hospital. And I work at a camp every other day. I mean, well, when I'm not at volunteer work, I'm working at a camp from 9 to 5. Now, it's a really, really long day and you want your makeup to stay, but you also don't want to put too much on. So the face makeup is makeup that I would use for the camp, and I usually wouldn't wear eyeshadow for that. But these past few weeks I have been going straight to work and I've just worked for, you know, 5 hours, and I just want something on my eyes. So we're going to do a little bit of both today. So we're going to begin with the eyes just because there's a chance that there might be fallout and mistakes might be made and you don't want to wipe away your foundation that you might have already had done. So we're just going to start by eyeshadow priming our eyes, by putting eyeshadow, and we're going to primer, and we're going to just prime our eyes. And the primer in this tutorial is very important because for summertime, the sun is going to want to eat away at your makeup and kind of melt you down. And if you don't have a good primer underneath all your makeup, then your makeup's just not going to last and it's just going to feel gross on, and you're just going to want to take all of your makeup off. And again, there's no harm in not wearing makeup on over the summer. It's something I do a lot, but this is something that's been requested a lot, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So, the eyeshadows that I'm going to be using are from MAC, but if you want a really good neutral kind of substitute, I suggest Physicians Formula because they have these wet, dry, baked eyeshadows, and the one that I have, the only one I have, is Baked Sugar. And it's just a really nice trio of colors, especially for summertime. So if you're interested in finding that, then that's a good substitute. So I'm going to zoom in a bit so you guys can actually see the eye. Okay, so now that you guys can see the eyes, whoops, we're just going to get started. So the eyeshadows I'll be using again are from MAC, and they're eyeshadows that I use all the time. As you can see, I've hit pan on the 3 that we're going to be using today. So I'm going to begin using a fluffy brush. We just want a wash of color on our eyelid to start off with. Try and choose a matte shade. I'm not a huge fan of shimmer shadows, and this one is kind of shimmery but not too shimmery. So yeah, I'm just going to be using Shroom by MAC, and if you have watched my videos for a while now, you know it's actually one of my favorite shadows like ever, because it's just so perfect for beginners and it's just great for everyday looks. So I'm just going to put Shroom all over my lid. Again, just a wash of color. Don't want to be too precise, and then just a teeny bit underneath my eyebrow. Get some highlighting there. And the eyebrow, the highlights that we're going to be putting, like right here, that's what fades the first. Like the first thing that fades is going to be your highlight. So that's just a little note. Alright, so now we're going to be taking a angled brush. They don't sell this from MAC anymore, and I'm very upset about that. This is the 272. It just looks like this. It's like an angled version of like a 239. Anyway, we're going to be taking a soft, it's kind of funny because the eyeshadow's name is soft brown, but a soft brown color. You want this to be matte because this is going to be the base of our crease. So it just looks like this. It looks a little bit like orangey, like a teeny bit when you apply it actually on your eyes, but we're just going to just lightly place this on our crease. This is just really nice to kind of add a little bit of depth to the eye, but keep it nice and neutral. We're not going in with harsh browns today. We're only going in with like a soft brown and then a medium toned brown. So we're going to be using the same brush again, but now we're going to be taking a darker, more bronzy brown. And this is called Sable by MAC, and it looks like this. This is a great shadow. The shadows that I'm mentioning from MAC are shadows that if you're just getting into MAC and you're purchasing some eyeshadows from MAC and you want to know which ones to get, especially if you're a beginner, I totally suggest these three and maybe another shadow kind of like Shroom, like Orb or Nylon, because those are the eyeshadows that you can easily create a quad with like I did and just easily have an everyday school look in a quad. Super easy, gotta love it. Alright, so now we're going to be using Sable with the same 272 brush, and we're going to start with the outer corner, and we're just going to kind of get it to a point, like choose where you want it to kind of go, like halfway to your eye or kind of 3/4 down. I like going for the 3/4 down look and just cover that area. So that's like step one. Now you want to work on getting it up to where the soft brown was and just kind of lifting it with your brush like that. Now that we have the eyes done, say you're not going to work and you're just going out and it's summertime and you want to kind of do a twist on an everyday generic look. I suggest taking any bright eyeliner you own and adding that to the lower lash line because it's just going to pop. A color that I think goes really well with neutrals is blues, but if you love purple or lime greens, you can totally add that. I'm going to be using MAC's Pop Blue. It's like a double-ended liner, and I'm just going to quickly run this along. Alright, so now we're going to be doing our face makeup. Now, there's no liner in this look. That's just too dramatic. You want to keep this fresh. And the mascara you want to do after the foundation in this case, because the foundations we're going to be using are powders and pressed powders. And there's a tendency, if your mascara is wet, for the powder to kind of stick to it and look as if you have powder in your lashes. That doesn't look very good. So now we're going to zoom out and we're going to work on our face. Okay, so now that we have our eyes done, and yes, I have a clip back so I don't get anything in my face. As I said in the beginning of the tutorial, you want to make sure everything you're using on your face or eyes is primed and just ready for the product. Now the primer I love, and you can find this at CVS or Walgreens, anywhere that sells L'Oreal, is the L'Oreal Studio Secrets Professional Perfecting Base. I like this because I love the finish of it. It's a light pink cream. And you really don't need too much. That much is just fine. And now we're gonna work on the actual foundation. Now for summertime, I do like using tinted moisturizers, but because I got so many requests to talk about powders, I'm gonna be using powders today, which is something I love to use for my face. So I have three options for you guys. If you are a fan of Bare Minerals, and I love Bare Minerals, I have a few products from them. Their Summer Bisque is my shade. Their SPF 20 sunscreen is absolutely fantastic. It is a loose powder, and I'm pretty much done with it. There's only like a little bit on the bottom, as you can see, but it's a loose powder, so light, has SPF, and gives you a nice powdery finish, but very everyday summer friendly finish. Alright, the next product that I really love is by Physicians Formula, and it's their Mineral Wear Talc-Free Powder. This is a powder that's fine to use any time of the year, as well as the Bare Minerals, but I like using it for the summer. It's just a nice powder. It's not too thick. It's not too light either. It gives you nice coverage, so you can feel confident with your even skin coverage and color, but it's really nice for the summertime because it's nice and light for your skin and kind of lets your skin breathe. And mineral makeup is always good for your skin because it's not going to clog your pores. Okay, pressed powders. I love drugstore pressed powders. MAC has nice powders like Studio Fix and stuff, or mineralized foundations and things, but I love the CoverGirl powder, and this is their fresh look, and it's in translucent medium. Translucent, of course, meaning very sheer and light, and that's what you want for summer. Unless you're looking for more coverage, then you can go ahead and use more coverage foundations. But I love this one, so this is the one I'm actually going to be using today. You want to use a powder, a kabuki brush or a big fluffy powder brush to apply this. I want to kind of tap this in here, and I'm running out. And then just kind of tap off your brush, never blow, bacteria spreads that way. And then just start buffing it into your skin. So now that we have our foundation done, we're going to work on our blush. And there are two blushes that I love using for summertime because they give you a nice glow, but they're also very pretty on their own. Is the, first of all, Wet n Wild Mega Glow. I've loved this product for, you can use them individually or mix them together, which is what I prefer to use. The next one that I really love to use is by Cargo, and it looks like this. Same idea, like 4 strips of color. Today I'm just going to be using my Essence of Beauty. This is the powder brush, but I like using it for blush because it kind of gets all over my cheek. So I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow. Makeup done, you can move on to your mascara, so I'm just going to throw on my mascara. So for the lips, I totally suggest starting off with the lip balm before you even start the tutorial so that your lips are nice and moisturized before you put on any lip product. This look, I'm just going to be putting on some Benetint, so I'm just going to open this up. It smells so yummy. Got my finger in there. This is more of a solid, so it's less likely to get underneath your nail, which we all hate that feeling. That is a look that I would do, or a look that I would use for my face. I would use that for like camp, working at the camp. Super easy. But for the eyes, it's a nice work look. And then for the blue eyeliner, the touch of blue eyeliner, that's really cool for just everyday summer days because it's really pretty. I did try the side part. I got a lot of like comments saying you should totally try that. I did. I'm loving it. You guys are so amazingly smart and you never cease to amaze me every single day. So there we go. Eyes, lips, cheeks, foundation completed. It was a long video. What can I say? You got a whole face routine and eye routine in one video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and more videos are going to be on their way, so don't even worry. Ciao!